Okay, so today I want to talk about spring water versus bottled water versus the other forms. There's like four kinds of water we see in the store, and I wanted to break them all down to drinking water. That's what it is, purified drinking water. I want to break down to you like the differences between them, the similarities, because obviously they're all water, but what makes each one have a different little label entitled to it, and hopefully you can pick which one you like the best. And at the end of it, I might even tell you which one I like the best. Yeah. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is spring water, right? Spring water usually comes from an uncontaminated water source, something deep underground where they do some drilling and whatever it is, and they yank it all out. It's not contaminated because it hasn't been touched by man, except until man touched it. But it's an uncontaminated spring or lake or whatever, underground lake, whatever you want to call it, reservoir, and it's filtered water. So what they do is they take the water out, they filter it to remove dirt and bacteria. But the cool thing about spring water is the process they use to get rid of the dirt and bacteria leaves a lot of the heavier minerals in the water, like magnesium and calcium. So I think it's how do I put it? It's like a steam thing they do, but it's like it's like a steamy thing, but it doesn't get rid of everything. It just gets rid of, like worms and bugs and that kind of stuff, but it leaves all the vitamins and minerals from the earth in the water, right? So spring water has all that stuff already in it. But when we were in Switzerland, there was like this spring running down. It was like a trickle, and I was drinking it, and it was great. It had so much like calcium to it. Really good stuff. Now, I will say though, if you go to certain places, like when I was in Wyoming, there was like we were on the top of a mountain, and that water was so mineral rich, it was not good to drink. It was just too mineral heavy. So that was an issue there where they did a lot of filtration to remove a lot of the minerals. But spring water that you can buy in the store, from the dollar store, Deer Park apparently is good. Other places like that, you can actually keep all the minerals and stuff inside the body, inside the water, and it's good for you. Ain't that right, baby? Yeah. Okay, so next one's gonna be steam distilled water, the stuff they tell you to use in like your iron and all this other stuff. Now, that is like the freshest and purest form of water because the way they boil all the water, boil all the water, take the steam and collect all the steam. Now that steam is what you're drinking, but all the minerals don't make their way up because that stuff's heavy. It stays in the bottom of the pot or however they do it. So all you're getting is like the steam from the top that's being put into the water. Now, or not put into the bottle. Now, the one thing about steam distilled water is it's lacking taste. It's really flat because there are no minerals in it to give you that taste. So sometimes you'll get a lot of steam distilled water and they'll add electrolytes to taste or add minerals to get the taste back. That's how they get that flavor back. It can also have a very plasticky taste depending on how long it's been stored. If it's been stored for a very long time in a plastic container, it will taste plasticky because that kind of water has no taste to it, so it will take in everything. It's like a zero. You can add whatever you want to it and build it up. Make sense? Oh, one more thing about the spring water though. Spring water has that taste, that crisp, delicious taste because it has natural electrolytes in it. So that's a cool thing. Natural versus like added later on type of thing. So spring water, distilled water. Now, one more thing about distilled water though. If you think about clouds and rainwater, that's technically distilled water. The water evaporates, goes into the clouds, comes back down. It's technically distilled water. So, it's a very natural way to get water. Okay, so bottled water is another water choice, and literally the only thing about bottled water versus any other water is it comes from a bottle. They put it into a bottle. That's it. It's just water that they put into a bottle and they sell it to you as bottled water. So there's not really a debate for you to have. The main two are between spring and distilled water, because even that ionized distilled water, like the alkaline water we're talking about, is either distilled water or it's like regular tap water, and then they just add all the stuff to it. So bottled water, nothing fancy about that. It's just water put into a bottle. I mean, shocker, right? Shocker. Oh, okay. All right. So the last one is gonna be purified water. Purified water is nothing but tap water that comes from your municipal, source, your municipal, whatever it is. So if you live in a city or whatever, that water comes from wherever it is in the city, and then they purify it, run it through the systems, heat it up, boil it down, distill it, add minerals, remove stuff, whatever it is. That's all purified water is. It's stuff that comes from your city, from your town, put into a bottle, or not even your town, whatever town it is. But that's all purified water is. Just fancy, well taken care of water that's designed to, make you feel better about yourself or whatever. I don't know. It's like taking the filter system, like the Pure filter, and just attaching it to your thing. That's all that is. It's literally purified. It's purified water at that point. They run it through carbon, beads. If you have a turtle, run through carbon beads, filter the water out. Boom, there you go. Now you have this nice purified top water. That's all it is. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, nothing to brag home about. So I did tell you my favorite water is usually spring water. I love spring water because it has the minerals in it. It's the closest to being outside in nature, and I like to think I like nature. So I take my spring water. I add dirt to it. You all saw that. A little bit of clay, some leaves, a whole bunch of random stuff to it to get a nice earthy feel to it, and I drink it up. Drink it up like it's nothing, and I feel good about myself later. So that's my thing. I don't know what your thing is, but maybe you should do my thing because my thing's probably better than your thing. Yeah. Oh, also subscribe to the channel, like this video. If you're watching on IGTV, thank you so much. If I've been stuttering at all in this video or the last video, I'm trying to get in the groove of things. Having a baby strapped to my chest definitely compresses my lungs, and I'm trying to keep my volume down so I'm not waking him up because I didn't put his headphones on. But it's going to be a growing thing. You, me, him, we're all going to grow together, right? Cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Remember, I don't have an outro, but remember that you're great. Boom.